Hi ladies, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you a few makeup tips and tricks that will help save you time, money, and make things easier. So let's get started. My name is Bonnie and this is Bons Ageless Beauty, where together we're bringing our inner beauty out through skincare, makeup, and style. I have learned some tricks over the years on how to fix makeup mistakes. If you're doing your makeup fast and you've made a mistake, how can I correct it? I don't have time to start everything over. Or if you've purchased foundations and they're the wrong colors, what do you do with them? How do you fix them? Well, I'm going to show you some of that. The first thing I want to show you is I have all my makeup on except for my eyeliner and mascara. And when I put my eyeshadow on, I like to have a nice crisp line here. Sometimes you go down too far. You don't want that, so you need to clean it up. If you've just put your moisturizer and everything on, and I do my eye makeup first, you can take a Q-tip and it'll take it right off. One of the other things that you can do is buy one of these or one of these. I got both of these off of Amazon. This is perfect for making a nice crisp line. You put that like that, and then when you're doing your eyeshadow, you just go right up against the edge and look, you've got a nice crisp line. And you can do that on both sides. If you don't have one of those, what you can do is when you're doing, after you've done your eye makeup, take a little bit of your concealer, look in the mirror, and you're going to put it on the outside edge right here. Do your inner corner. And then you're going to take either a brush or your finger and you're just going to make a nice crisp, straight line. Pat it in. And then you can see now my eyeshadow at the edge is a nice crisp, straight line going up. And I like that look because it gives you a lifted look. That is one way to fix something. So if you've gone down a little bit, just put a little bit of concealer right there. And it works perfectly. So that's a quick and easy way to save your eyeshadow and not have to start all the way over. The next trick I'm going to show you is what to do if you have a mascara that you love the way it looks, but you don't like the fact that it flakes or smears. So I'm going to put some eyeliner on, and I'm going to put this mascara on, and I'm going to come right back, and I'm going to show you my trick. Okay, I have put on some eyeliner and some mascara, the Milk Makeup Mascara. And if you watched one of my previous videos, this was in a fave and fail video, but it was under a fail because I liked the way that it looked on my eyes, but I did not like the fact that it flaked and smeared halfway through the day. So what I've done to keep it on, I found this e.l.f. This is a primer. It's an eyebrow and eyelash primer. But what I've done is after I do my mascara, and you can tell this has got black on it, I will take and I will put a coat of this clear mascara primer on top of the mascara. And this actually will help seal in the mascara so it does not flake or smear throughout the day. And it doesn't really change the color because it's clear. It's not going to change the color of your mascara. And you can see it didn't change the look of it. I still have the nice lifted, volumized lashes. So I really like that hack. e.l.f. is a really good brand. Like I said, it's got the brow on the one side and it's got the mascara primer on the other. You can use either end. It's just going to put a clear coating over the top of your mascara and it's going to hold it in throughout the day. Once I started doing this with this mascara, I have had no problems whatsoever and it lasts all day. Now I want to go on to our foundations. What happens if you buy a foundation and it's too light or too dark? There's a couple of different things that you can do very quickly to fix that. If it's an inexpensive one, you can go out, like I've got the L'Oreal True Match here, and I've got 3 different shades. And you can see they're all different colors. one is definitely too light. This one might be too dark for right now, or this one might be too dark. You can mix different colors of the same foundation. You can even mix in different colors of a different foundation that has similar consistency. I got this little thing. This is so cute. It says custom palette on it. And I got it off of Etsy. And it's just a palette acrylic. So you can mix your foundations on here. So if one of these is either too dark, too light, too dark, too yellow, you can mix a different color in. I like this Maracuja from Tarte, the Maracuja Tinted Hydrator, but it's a little bit too yellow, and I'm going to show you what to do with that too. So if I take this foundation, this L'Oreal True Match, and I'm going to put a little bit on this palette, and I'm going to show you right here. This is just slightly too dark. It's almost okay, but it's a little bit too dark. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of the lighter on my palette, and I'm just going to mix the two of them together. And it's going to lighten it up just enough where it's a good shade for me. And that's all you need to do. Or the other option is, if you don't want to buy two of the same foundation, there are what they call mixers. If something is too dark, LA Girl has these mixers. This one is white, and it's going to lighten up any foundation that is too dark. If you've got one that's too light, this one is from Physicians Formula, and this is a dark one. And you just add a drop to anything that's too light. And I can show you that. One of my favorite foundations that I just got, and I ordered it offline, is the Cosmetics Bear With Me foundation. And you can see, I'm going to put a little drop on our palette here. It's very light. So what I'm going to do is take a little bit of this mixer, just a little bit. And this mixer right here, a little bit goes a long way. So I'm barely going to tap on this, and then I'm going to take the rest off my finger, and I'm going to mix it in. And you can see, and this is just a little bit exaggerated because I got quite a bit of the brown in there, but look how much it has darkened up that foundation. So it's going to make it in the summertime. If you want something darker, take a shade that you have that you got in the winter, and now you're getting a little bit darker. You can darken it up by just adding mixers into it. And you can see I have changed the color on these two foundations completely, but I didn't change the consistency of them. And that's what's nice about the little mixers. They don't change the consistency of your foundation. Now, if you have one like the Tinted Moisturizer from Tarte, this one comes out a little bit more yellow. I do not have yellow undertones in my skin at all, and this one's a little bit more yellow. So LA Girl also has one that is blue, and this one right here is going to take anything that has a yellow undertone, and it's going to turn it into a cooler undertone and put some blue coloring in it. And you just want to add a little bit of the blue in there, and it's going to take that yellow, and it's going to cool it down. And you can see it's still a little bit yellow, so we might want to add a little bit more blue to it. But you can keep adding it until you get your perfect shade. There's never a way that you can't fix a foundation as far as I'm concerned, whether it's too light, too dark, too yellow. If you've got one that's too cool, they also make a mixer that's got yellow undertones, so you can take one that's cooler and make it more yellow undertone to match your foundation. And I think this is just, we've changed 3 different foundations that were either too light, too dark, or too yellow to make them so they're going to match my skin tone. That is something that's going to save you money, and it doesn't take a lot of time. Now, the other thing is, what if you have a foundation that is a full coverage and you don't want it quite so full coverage and it's a little bit drying? What I do is I just take a little bit of my moisturizer and I add it to it. That is going to make a big difference. It will thin it out a little bit. It's not going to change the color a lot, but it's going to make it a thinner, so it's more of a tinted moisturizer consistency instead of a full coverage foundation. So if you've got one that's really full coverage and sort of makes your skin drier, just add a little bit of moisturizer to it on the palette. And then when you put it on, it's going to go on smoother. It's not going to be as drying, and it's going to be more of a lightweight or medium coverage. So you can take something that's really, if you don't want that heavy, full coverage feeling on your skin, mix a moisturizer in with it. Tone it down a little bit. It's going to make a huge difference. Those are just a few of the tips and tricks that I've learned that help save me time, money, and make my life easier. I do hope you enjoyed this video. I do hope that while you are here, you will subscribe to my channel, ring the notification bell, and give it a big thumbs up. I upload videos once a week on Tuesdays at 10 a.m., so I do hope that you'll continue to watch them. Go out and have yourself a wonderful, blessed day, and I'll see you again soon.